So I actually don't remember anything from the day that it all happened. I do remember being in the hospital and going up to the 11th floor at University of Michigan. I just remember like my parents saying that I collapsed on the soccer field and that my heart was completely stopped. They had to shock my heart 3 times.
When I first got the call, I immediately, you feel your heart race. You feel the anxiety take effect.
You hear cardiac arrest, you hear heart attack, you hear, all those words, and you almost immediately think of death.
Her heart defect is called L-Kappa, which stands for anomalous left coronary artery coming off the pulmonary artery.
So they basically said that I was diagnosed with L-Kappa and my left artery was not attached to my aorta where it should have been.
When the coronary arteries develop, it's coming off the pulmonary artery, which is a lower pressure system than the aorta. And what results is abnormalities in coronary blood flow. What's very unusual about Emily's case is most kids with L-Kappa present sometime in infancy.
I honestly, I could not believe it because I've been such an active kid my whole life, and then just to know that I've made it so far through the sports I've been doing and how active I am, that this didn't happen before, so it kind of took me by surprise.
There's a first reaction where you kind of almost get negative, like, I can't lose her, I just can't lose her.
This is our daughter. She's still with us. We just have to let them do their job. And I just held her hand.
Emily did great with her surgery. Fortunately, we gave her a period of time to recover from her arrest, and so her operation was really quite straightforward. She came out of the operating room, came off the ventilator later that day, and was able to go home within a couple of days of her surgery.
I think the first thing is really just a confirmation of, Mott is the place that we needed to be, and I'm glad we were there. And everybody from the school and the lifeguard that came out and started CPR to the fire department that responded, it just seemed like everybody was in the right spot at the right time.
Emily's alive today because of the first responders. I mean, she had people that were at that field that made very quick and very smart decisions for Emily. As a healthcare system, we've had a very strong interest in Project Adam, which is basically a project trying to go out there and educate schools about AEDs.
To schools and to sports facilities, things like that, I would definitely recommend having a defibrillator and AED on hand.
CPR kept her brain functioning, but without that AED, her heart would have never started back up on that field.
It's easy to use for any person who has a simple introduction to the device. And as in the case of Emily, life-saving.
I feel even better than I did before, really. I'm able to work out a lot longer and just to keep my motivation stronger.
I think she's better than back to Emily.
I've always told Emily all her life that she's got a beautiful smile, and when I seen that smile, it was, okay, we might be on the right road now.